Hello, YouTube. We're back with LCS VoD reviews. We got to open Week 5 with C9 versus NRG. As Game 1 was actually pretty competitive. Game 2 less so. But excited to see if and how C9 were challenged in the early game for this one. I think C9 have gotten away with... I mean, they haven't gotten away with anything. They've been playing good early games. I just want to see them play good early games against better teams, see if they get pushed in other parts of the game. Your decision tree gets a little bit easier when you're always up 5k gold, but... C9 with a 2-0 here. NRG, I think, after this week, probably going to be community consensus 4th best team. Still a pretty big gap between the top 3 and not. But I think NRG actually looks the closest after what we've seen with Dignitas. So that said, we're going to dive into this one. If you guys enjoy the content, feel free to think about dropping a like, a comment, or a sub. And I'm Cubby XX everywhere on socials, including Twitch, where you can tune in live in streamer mode, which is what we're going to go back to for this one. So, game 1 draft, C9, NRG. Nidalee first pick, so still really loving the Nidalee here is C9. Ezreal Gnar into the Trist Ashe. I will say with Trist Ashe, we are going to be... Like, we have range and options, but we are a little bit gated by range, so I actually really like the Maokai later on. I think we lack a frontliner here. Yeah, I also think that C9, like, they've been getting a lot of value out of Alistar. I think a lot of value they've picked up out of Alistar this season. I like this draft from C9. Nidalee Azir is actually pretty good. This is going to be the tank Azir. And what we've been talking about with Nidalee is the fact that you give a 7-second, 70% attack speed steroid. So that's pretty big for someone like Azir. He can actually use that. And if you go tank Azir, you have a way to interact with Kennen. That's my thing. Like, looking back, honestly, I would have dropped top. Well, what do we have here for Dokla? We've got Jace. We have Jax. And then we have not Cassante, which is like a counter pick. We can play it. We have TF. Which isn't the hottest here, but I think that, like, other teams should actually have Sion prepped into Blind Gnar. Like, I think Sion's really good here. By going Kennen, I actually really like what C9 do. They take 2 displacement abilities, 4/5, to help deal with Kennenar. So it's going to be harder for Kennen to lock down everything else. I think the Maokai pick's good as well.
Great, but like you said,
but it's really... I think that ends up being a pretty good setup for the tank Azir with the Nidalee to help him get damage out and just not be able to be dealt with. NRG really only have one member that can kind of catch Alistar. We don't have anyone that can kind of catch an Alistar engage that likes it. So, yeah, I think looking back, Kennen put NRG in a little bit of a tricky spot draft-wise. I am happy to see the rise of Kennen. A little bit more Kennen, a little bit... more Cassante, a little bit less Renekton from what we've seen so far in LCS. Yeah, and Exhaust for Kennen too, so I do think it's put them in the hole a little bit. But C9's drafts continue to be pretty good. Pretty happy with C9's drafts. I think FBI had a really big game. Go Electrocute in the slam. What's up, Surdy? Okay. I don't know the metagame for Electrocute. I'm going to assume that it helps you bully early, which is where Kennen can win this matchup, because once Gnar gets levels, you just lose War of Attrition. Lose Sustain War. Yeah, against Fleet. Okay. Makes sense to me. What's up, Surdy? Hope we're doing all right. We're not bad. A little bit late today, but that's okay. I had the nap after I recorded the jungle this morning. You know, get a little bit of sleep so we're awake for the rest of the Hotline League in the day. I enjoyed my House of the Dragon episode last night. That was important. I don't think Contracts ever has a play here. I mean, nice on Blabber with the clear. He does Wolves last and is able to sneak in and take this. That's really nice, actually. It doesn't get the double crab, but he's still ahead. And we're going to choose to contest this one. And he gets it. Well done. I've not done... The TL game is going to be last. I do this in chronological order. I like how Blabber's at least bluffing to take this. I mean, like, Contracts gets behind them off this. Because we don't take the crowd, we get a contest. I'm okay with this contest, but like, he's got a red buff. I'm kind of surprised we didn't W. I know you can get dragged, but the furthest Blabber can drag you is here. You can't get knocked back. I don't think you eat tower shots, so I think that Contract should have W'd. There might have been an angle there. Yeah, Blabber's clear is pretty much complete. Ooh. That hurts. Alright, that's bad. I mean, I'm down for Palafox to get a scout, but I don't know. I feel like if he takes plants and goes out the back of the pit, maybe it's okay. I don't think that he can push that far. Like, for me, Palafox is on sweeper. Yeah, this feels weird. Because they don't have the map. Like, we're Contracts and who we are right now. It's a dragon play, if anything. I can understand trying to scout the grubs. I can also understand trying to get a plant in this matchup. Instead, we just get nothing, lose flash, and die. It feels really bad. Like, I don't hate the idea from Palafox. I just think that, like, he doesn't fully commit to the plant or going top and then just gets punished for being stuck. Well done, Blabber. I will say that Blabber, by saving Wolves for last, that's allowed for him the path closer to mid, which I kind of like, just given that Nidalee, like, you have interactions with Azir in this lane that are pretty positive, given how Azir scales from the attack speed steroid of the heal. And also, I think it's more likely that Azir has control over the wave, whereas Gnar Kennen, you're just kind of playing off the bounces, and whoever has the momentum of the wave is kind of how that matchup goes. So I actually really like Blabber from having Wolves be his last camp. He kind of got first crab and then picked up this kill from that, quite frankly. I mean, it's a really small thing. Like, I don't think he meant to do that, but also I actually don't mind the idea. I think interacting with mid gives you more than interacting with top here. Just Azir, like, you're always going to have a condition to interact with mid, whereas Gnar, it's very conditional. And Gnar has less control over those conditions, so. That's fine. Trading up and cooldowns, it's all chill. Alright, so it was Drake, and now Contracts needs to get to his topside camps, which he is able to get. Toko's ward is killed. Yeah, I mean, Toko's up a couple CS in this matchup, but Gnar kind of wins the matchup from here on out, frankly. Like, now Kennen's just here to try and do stuff in team fights, and there's a lot of ways that C9 can deal with Kennen in fights. TL gonna run down C9 this week? We'll see. I'm excited for that match. I think I'm gonna slightly favor TL, but this C9 is much stronger than what we had last split. Okay. Nice. Really clean. Good defense by Vulcan. But well played from NRG to take the cleanse and set that up. It's a mega wave, so JoJo's gonna TP down and get it, and they're actually able to do grubs during this, so that's pretty big. I mean, it's a positive play for NRG, but the fact they get 6 grubs off this is nice. There's a world where I think FBI doesn't have to play this next wave. It doesn't really matter, though. Wow. And this is good from C9. Like, they just get grubs off this timer. So it's 6 grubs. Nice. I like the response from C9. And the fact they TP JoJo down to get that and still pick up the objective, that's really good. I know FlyQuest like said that they're trying to work on playing down numbers. That's a good example of C9 playing down numbers and actually getting everything. It's well done. Okay, so JoJo based walks back. He has the honor. He's completed. It's 3 plates that go over to Palafox off this, so that's pretty good. There, he cleans up a couple more, I should say. Yeah, I really like this alt angle from Contracts. And the focus from NRG really sound. I didn't like this take from C9. The W from Contracts is very troll. I think you just wait to Q, and then you can W out. So, him going down is not great. Palafox also TP to this. Okay. There's a world where Palafox can walk up if they really want this fight. Zoko TP is... I mean, trading that for Alistar, I don't think is super worth it. Like, for me, they're going to get Dragon either way. Zoko does drop a wave, is able to get the next one, so it's fine. Oh, they actually don't get Dragon either way. They could have Dragon on this timer if they wanted to. They would rather respond to top, and then Doko gets solo killed. Like, yeah, like, for me, like, this isn't worth it. Doko missed the first Q. There's a replay. But, like, off this play, guys, NRG starts this play, right? Starts here. I mean, the play's dead, right? But up half K, 1 Dragon. In the post play, like, once everything kind of settles down, Dragon, I guess, Dragon goes over to C9, but then they take this fight. Like, for me, the map state's so much better here for C9. I don't think that the initial take mid for NRG is, like, super good. I just think, like, it can be a winning fight. It's played well by Contracts, but the timers that exist in this game, it's not their best timer. If you aren't able to play that into the Dragon, then it's not worth the TP from Dokla. I'd rather have Alistar up and Dokla top, and then have options to play Dragon afterwards. And again, seeing some of the value of Alistar here. I guess Vulcan went down, but it bought so much time. They got Contracts. I want to see teams start to deny Alistar from C9. I think they've really been Alistar abusing. For me, this champion does have, like, really powerful team fights. You can tank up a lot. And I think the pairing with Nidalee has been quite good, as they've been running this combo quite a bit. Ooh. Arrow from downtown, so FBI gets the assist. It's a 2-for-1. Okay, should C9 take this play? I really like C9's map right here. C9 doesn't have to take this play. Yeah, this is kind of ego from JoJo for me. I'll be honest. Like, if he gets this wave in, NRG have to respond to all resets, and then C9 get a clean setup for Herald if they really want it. Now, if they don't want to play for Herald and they'd rather, like, try and stick it out for bot, I mean, that's fine, but Thanatos TP'd back up here to get this turret. So, like, if this bot play never happens, just given that Thanatos has TP, This wave's all the way in. JoJo doesn't have to play this next wave, by the way. They are strong here. Yeah. Contracts gets cast his all-time cooldown, too. So maybe they're trying to play around Mal alt cooldown. Maybe didn't think Contracts there with all of his camps up. A good show from Contracts. I don't know. Like, they still get shit for it. I just think that's... Like, they do lose out on the play. And I don't know if it was... They needed to force that. Because, again, I think if they get that wave in and they just shift their power up towards topside, it's Ogre. Yeah, Q from Dokla misses, so it's ran down. By the way, I know we've seen a lot of Gnar Cannon. We're seeing Gnar Cannon crop back up. I prefer the Gnar side of this matchup. I mean, A, it's better in the 1v1, but B, you have ways to actually get Kennen out of the team fight. And Kennen's windows, for me, are very pinched. And also, you're likely to have more than one source of magic damage in a Kennen team, which I feel like kind of nerfs Kennen. So I appreciate Kennen showing up. I actually like Kennen more into Renekton than I do... like into Gnar as a response. When I see Gnar respond or Gnar open, I would rather see like Jace is my favorite answer in isolation. And I think it's doable. Like there's a lot of AD picks right now where you can play away from them and it's okay. And some that synergize really well with Jace. All right, so that arrow goes wide from FBI. We like the idea of it. He's on a ward. Doesn't really have control here. I don't love this arrow. That Herald came a wave early. C9 were able to defend this Herald. I don't know exactly what happened here. I guess they saw Alistar below mid and they just thought they could force, but they had a good response. So they don't have to set up Drake now. Silkwood based after getting top in. And the issue with this game is that no one can kill JoJo. Like, JoJo is so strong in this game. Just get the Drake and get out, probably. We'll play Hui. Ooh. Doku gets speared. Yeah, he got speared. Wow. In Italy, they just popped Kennen. That's not good. They get mid off it. Almost? No? Most of it? Yeah, they get all of it. Alright, that wasn't good. I like the Dragon take. Is there a world where Doko doesn't have to start TP first? I mean, it's not a terrible angle. I just think that you have to send it. Yeah, it's a split fight for NRG. Like, there's a world here where this is down, we have this, and we can flash over this wall and hit, right? But everything is up. So I think that NRG forced this a little bit deep. And they do want to like pull Gnar to the 5v5 with the Kennen and hope it's enough, but it wasn't enough there. It was a little bit more than they'd like for that. Alright, we'll play it, C9. Yeah, no one can deal with Azir. Good flash blabber. Trying to see if JoJo needs to flash here. I don't know if JoJo needed the flash there. I think he was assuming that it was going to be a W immediately from Rakan. See me no mas. Thanks for the follow. Also, Daddy, please spank me. Thanks for the follow from earlier. Oh boy. I don't know if we had the flash there as JoJo. But I think he assumed that it was going to be Rakan Grand Entrance at his feet, in which you would have to flash immediately. All right, so Nash is second for JoJo. Still, he's at like 3k HP right now. Very tanky. NRG doesn't really have the damage to get through him in Italy. Unless it's like this. All right, this is bad. If he wants to walk up like this, he's got to have a soldier behind him where he can actually bluff and try and get that cooldown out. But I think with the Ashe Maokai, it's just very greedy. We'll put NRG. And this is where the game goes oopsie. That's a lot of poke that connects. It's good flash play. So for me, Hui has flash here. I think Hui needs to open with a flash and then W. Because like the fact this gets flashed by Berserker, they are able to buy so much space away from the Maokai ult. If that actually syncs up and connects, it's way better. And then the Baron does a lot of damage here. So C9 kind of win War of Attrition. Really good poke from the Ezreal and the Nidalee. Now they get to buy time for JoJo to come back. Thanatos goes hard. I mean, this is an oops from Thanatos for sure. All we have to do is just stall for JoJo to get back. I don't know why he took this. This was crazy to me. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. So that was weird. I don't know what the pause is for, if any of you guys know. That's fine. So I think that, like, I mean, we see JoJo get caught. We see Thanatos be a little bit split with the team. Nothing, though, has been awful from C9. Like, I still think C9 has had a pretty solid approach to this game. All right, so we're one off Soul now for NRG. Chemtech Soul, not the greatest this game. They actually have, like, pretty much no ways to abuse this Soul. It's pretty shit roll. I actually cannot... This is, like, a terrible Soul this game for NRG. I don't say this often, but I'd rather have Ocean Soul. You get some mileage out of that. We're an Ocean Soul hater in this house. It's a state of mind. Okay. And we have a play bot side. This was well done from C9. Nice TP here from JoJo. This is a good play. Dokla could respond here. I actually think there's a world where if Dokla responds right now, it can be winning. It's a nice flash from Palafox. Like, imagine if Dokla's down here with no flash on Thanatos. I actually think the call here, like, Palafox would have gotten out. I actually think the call, like, if we're gonna hindsight Harry this, is that once you see a 0 Dokla, insta TPs. I actually think they win this if he matches. He's probably in, what, now? And Thanatos is no flash, JoJo's no ult, and Dokla has flash up. That's a pretty winning play, you know? So I think NRG actually kind of slipped up by not instant responding because Palafox, again, just gets chased down. He does his best. But I really think if Doko's there, like, NRG actually gets out okay. I don't think that play from JoJo's good. I think NRG should have responded with a TP. Like, yes, it is good. They get the kill. They get Palafox flash. If Doko insta TPs, I think they 2-0. Legitimately. I don't think they can make that play. Okay, we're gonna force. This was questionable. I mean, I don't think there are a lot of like answers NRG has this game. They're losing side now to Thanatos. Doko's down 2 levels. Gnar is mega and has no flash, so we'll come in at mini. So he's mini here, but Doko's spotted. Ashero goes wide. I think at this point we gotta set up at we should wait for Maokai ult. And then we can think about our Asheros. And this Maokai ult from from contracts should have been angled a little bit better. I think we want to angle it like here. I would have lined it up with this wall. I mean, I guess he kind of lines it up with this wall. Maybe I'm gonna get really nitpicky. I think it should have been more like this. They're back here. That's fine. We get a better fight. And then JoJo just pulls the trigger before Doko's in. And FBI doesn't flash. So if FBI, there's a charm. And then FBI can flash this. He does not.
Holy shit, he's hot!
Hey, thanks for the sub, Travis. And C9 melts. I think it's a good play by JoJo to start the play before Doko gets in. Doko is on full vision, so they're just going to take a numbers advantage here. And Berserker is, you know, he gets one tap, but he was relatively safe. And this entrance from JoJo is just way too big. So I am really, really well played by JoJo here. If FBI reacts and if ult was held from FBI, I do think this play is a lot easier. Looking back, NRG, I think Maokai ult should have been angled a little bit better. Ashe ult should be saved until Maokai ult comes across. And then, I mean, Doko went in when he did. I think I'll give JoJo props to dictating the pace of that fight by starting it on his terms before the cannon gets in. And Doko was on full info. I don't know if it's the best idea for NRG. I'm super down for Doko. When JoJo ported bot, I think if Doko matches, I think it's really good for NRG, actually. This was a decently close game. C9 had a really nice fight to end it, but yeah, I think if Doko matches the TP at JoJo, I really think they win out on that 2v2. I really do. All right. Next game. Trista open for NRG. We're fading Corki still. We're going to take the Lucian Ezreal here for C9. No Nidalee this time around. So we see these two, and it's going to be Rumble Vi. I'm down for Vi. If we have Vi, though, we need a source of magic damage. I guess we got to take our magic damage top laner, like, sooner than later. I don't know. I feel like this pick really screws what C9 wants to do. And Maokai, too. I really like the responses that we have later on from NRG, or C9 into what NRG is showing. I think banning Ashnot was smart. I don't know. I feel like we can buy so much space with all this away from what NRG is trying to do, which is just dogpile in, that it's actually good for C9. And if we think about our lanes, Gnar, like, will outscale this lane. Tough first few levels. Gets a lot better as time goes on for Gnar. Lucian wins. Ezreal is Ezreal. We're fine. Like, we just buy space here. I like what C9 ends up doing. I think it's so hard for Rel to actually, like, play out this game. Like, for me, this is the Rakan game where we can find the snap engages. And I think the Bard pick is really smart on 5. I think it's really smart on 5. So I like C9's draft a lot in this one. And now we get to talk about the disaster that was level 1. Yeah, C9's drafting has been so much better this split. Like, it really has. I think Thanatos just playing, like, the most neutral champ pool of all time helps a lot, but... Not that Fudge champ pool is a problem. Like, he has been more solid, but I just think that C9, like, got more time to figure out what is actually necessary. And it's, like, back in the Vulcan wheelhouse meta. Like, Vulcan on all these champs for his entire career, it's been like, yeah, it's pretty chill. I thank God it's this shit, not Lulu, right? All right, the level 1 in question. There's only 3 of us. Contracts was rotating back around. Fox really sent it here. Now, I just want to say, JoJo walked down, and he dodged out on this. There's a world where if that W hits, JoJo dies. Ooh, like, quite potentially. Keep in mind, he'd be slowed as well. And then Fox would have a reset and a flash to get out. Instead, Fox does not flash. And gets melted. I think this was bad. And then the split focus was also bad. Like, for me, this can't really get to Berserker, but I also think that W should probably always threaten Berserker in some way, shape, or form. I mean, like, kind of W in place so Berserker can't just walk up for free. I don't know. It's pretty cooked. I don't know why NRG took that 3-man. I do not think they win ever in that scenario. I really don't think they ever win this level 1. Like, yeah, like, yes, if, like, Fox gets kill on JoJo, that's sweet. JoJo did face check, but we're against Ezreal, Bard, with a Rel level 1, like... Oh, it's so free for them. It's so free for them. W'd out instead of in. No, if he W's in and then hits, he gets a kill. It is a kill, and he would have flash W out again, but... JoJo sidesteps the W. Gets the I mean, Bard kind of shaped the way this name was played. All this, like, died out. Like, he couldn't really take all the heals from the looks of things. Oh, no, he had him. So, no, he has him. I mean, he gets, like, 4 teacups here. And it actually wins JoJo the lane. It's crazy how, like, C9 are using Nid, Bard, so, like, they've used Nid to shape a lot of volatile mid-lane matchups in JoJo's favor, and now they're doing the same thing with Bard. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, like, it's a bit of a tilter for Fox. Fox does have this. If it's not for the Guardian W... maybe not. I mean, maybe a way for JoJo to dash or threaten that first. I don't know. Maybe just play to force him off the wave. Instead, his lead goes bye-bye. Or a potential lead that he could have had goes bye-bye. Alright, Thanatos able to defend this timer, so he does not get dove. Well done, Thanatos. So that's big. Alright, this is where they get Berserker, so good. Very good. Well played, NRG. This is an oopsie from Berserker for sure. I mean, he's got all the pressure in the world, but nice hide here from Hui. So Hui is very patient with this. I think they assumed that Hui was on reset, but he's not. And they were able to find a kill, so well done. This game's already really hard for NRGs. Like, they have to look for stuff like this. I appreciate it. Nice shift from C9 too. Like, JoJo gets to get this wave all the way in, and Berserker catches mid cleanly. So they get everything on the map. This is actually a good shift. Shift back is decently clean too. Yeah, really well done by C9. That's really good from C9. They lost one creep across both lanes. Yeah, it sucks that FBI like went down to the back half of this, because I think he really needs this wave to catch up to Berserker. So good force by Vulcan and Blabber. Because you're gonna see he's level 6 to 4 here, and that also hurts. So yeah, bot lane gets forced off. So C9's bot lane's hard winning. I mean, unlosable, guys. I mean, just imagine, this was played on Saturday. Imagine if an EU team had an Ezreal with a 3-1 lead in lane. That's got to be unlosable, right? That's got to be unlosable. Right, team? No shot anyone drops that game. All right, this is just tragic at this point. Now we're in for the tragedy. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a terrible take on the Vulcan. I really don't. I mean, you're telling me that a level 4 Bard is here. Your game state's this, and you get this entrance. Like, Blabber's not here, you follow through, and he's dead. That said Blabber's here. They already took Grubs. Blabber is going to be in the neighborhood. So NRG for me, they're rolling the dice with this. I can't really see it off the reset. Yeah, he was setting up around here. So I mean, Contract snuck in outside of vision. But yeah, this is... Yeah, I mean, this one, like, game 1 for me was pretty close. I was kind of bummed to see game 2 get the start that it did, because I think it made it pretty C9 favored. I was pretty happy with like how NRG played game 1. I mean, I think they had some decent looks. It's not like they lost off of anything like just brutally terrible. I think Doko didn't have his best game. I really think that TP in the 2v2 would have changed the game for NRG. So I would have liked to see them like pull the trigger on that and see if they actually get a comp that can win. But I thought they got outscaled in that game. I know, guys, Tristana getting outscaled. Who would have thunk? But like, they had too many ways to deal with Kennen. Kennen was just not effective in that game. And this game as well. I mean, you're playing against Lucian Ezreal, and they get the opener that they did in this game. Like, if your R's don't hit like that, then it's doomed. And they R'd a level 4 target, and it missed. Hurts. So 6 grubs go over to C9. Oh my goodness. Okay. Damn. Well played by Vulcan here. Vulcan played this very well. And just, again, really hard. Ult to counter Jhin. Berserker lives, so it's scuffed. I don't hate the trap. I think it's hard to pick Vulcan. But, like, they have numbers here. They do have numbers here. Yeah, Vulcan plays this very well. Well played, Vulcan. Really well played by Vulcan. This game's hard. And there's, like, just nothing they can really do. I mean, Blabber, like, showing this, and they lose first brick all before 14. It's a 5k goal deficit. Like, this game's scuffed. Do we like... I mean, it's also 6 grubs for C9, so like, they can push like this. Berserker drops his TP to just take top. He gets all the fucking plates. They don't even care about this dragon. Berserker TP top, and they're getting flash out of jungle, by the way. I don't think Contract should flash out here. I think Contract should go. You just saw Berserker TP top. I think you have to send it. I think you flash in on JoJo, right meow. Yeah, I legitimately think that Contract should flash in. And then R this guy. Worst comes to worst, JoJo dashes over this wall, right? And then Palafox is further out, but I think Palafox is actually in range here. And FBI is ult. I would have liked that play. Alright, they still take it. This is pretty troll from JoJo. Yeah, I have no words. You are getting away with highway robbery right here, my friend. Yeah, well played. Alright. JoJo moment. They still get Drake, so it's chill. JoJo has TP. But, again, like, this Berserker was able to rotate down. So taking this play against JoJo faster in the first window might have actually helped him get the dragon instead of flashing out here. Because now Berserker is able to cover JoJo, and we just burn all of our ults to get a pick, and then we get nothing. And the pressure stays up for JoJo. So, like, yes, JoJo kind of trolls by dying there, but it's also not a terrible death. Like, he has TP, just comes back. It's chill. Everyone loves these Shiv Jins. Everyone gets their shit pushed in. Unless you build Shiv. It's a hard game. And you're up against a 6 grub team. There's not a shit ton of wave clear. I don't know. Guys, Shiv saved the turret there. Nice ult from Blabber. What knocks? Oh, he queued. Okay. I was like, what knocked Tui out? It's kind of goofy. It still just doesn't matter. There's some good shots from FBI. I not like way to get astray, but the Ezreal's so big this game. C9 buying time. I don't think C9 really get a ton done here. Like, for me, Thanatos shouldn't play this next wave. Doesn't really matter, though. Yeah, they do buy some time for JoJo, and they actually get a TP out, so it's fine. 6 grubs. Quite nice. This was really troll. I mean, I don't know. Like, we just saw Palafox TP here, and then we're going to make a play immediately on this side. It felt really weird to me. And then Like, this ult for me from Dokla, it needs to come out right now. It comes out just a little bit late, and then Blabber's able to kind of get away with it. I think if he drops it right when the Q flash comes in from contracts, maybe they actually get a kill. But, like, they're so cooked here. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, JoJo also got mid-wave in for this, so C9 just win the game off this play. So, I don't know. This is a weird sequence for me, because I don't think Thanatos should be on this wave. Like, if Thanatos chills on this wave, I actually think that C9 are, like, Omega chilling. Because NRG is going to play this wave out. Thanatos can catch. And then, you know, JoJo's still stalling. They lose Thanatos flash for, like, not a ton. Just delays NRG in the wave and buys JoJo time. But then the response, like, the fact that Palafox TP's up here and NRG immediately goes for the play on, like, bot to defend Dokla. Like, Dokla also doesn't have to play this next wave. He could get out. And if he did get out and they kite the right way, and they don't chase Blabber, like, I think it's doable. Like, if they just exit here, it's so, yeah, I mean, I know this game's hard. I think you just have to exit here. Because, like, now you're playing to buy Palafox time, but instead they commit to the fight where they're going to be down numbers. So it just gets even worse. And if the game wasn't already over, that kind of ends it. Interesting series of events here. Wait, also, Palafox didn't get this wave. JoJo's the only TP up. Oh, Thanatos TP to defend. Okay, never mind. We're good. We'll play by Thanatos, actually. I like this. It's like he can play that into the Drake, which they do. Yeah. Okay, well done. Yeah. All right, so he delays top push to at least match with the Drake. So that's really nice with Thanatos, actually. I really like that TP. I really like that TP. Like, by TPing there was 40 seconds until Dragons, so he saves top turret, fixes the wave, and then he's able to dip down, interact with it, where Palafox is stuck. That's the only trade he can make, so it just delays Palafox and syncs up the outer take with the Dragon take, so C9 gets it for free. That's well done. Oh, boy. This is sad. What happened here? No, NRG! No! Okay, I don't like this formation from NRG. My fix for this is right here. I want Palafox bot to feast on this, and then I bring Rumble up, and then Rumble is going to end up catching this. I know that we're TP-less on Palafox, but we can definitely at least take one wave here. We can just funnel the Triss just a wee bit for one wave. One wave. And then we can group up and play the other two lanes and just kind of like let the slow push into the turret. So now we'll lose resources off that. I think playing out this wave like really opens up this play pattern. And then Palafox stays mid and he's not on top wave. I think it's hard to be on top wave right now. Which again, it's kind of why I'm pro Rumble up there. So we don't play bot lane. We have Rumble up here. I know they're trying to trade out. Like for me, Dokla plays two waves too long here. Dokla should be hitting base, and even then it's too late. For me, Dokla needs to not play this wave. So we're going to let this slow push from here. Then we can go match top. And maybe have a look with Rumble and our ults up. At least we have a couple flashless members of C9. Said, plays it out. They don't get it. And then this game just goes from bad to worse. Baron dies for free. Good job, C9. I do think that NRG sometimes like defaults to playing too many waves together. I would like to see NRG try and play out three lanes a little bit more disciplined. In that time, I'm advocating for two, but I think like trying to have Triss Greed when we can, pretty good. Also trying to have Rumble grouped when we can, pretty good. All right, last fight. Contracts. It's a one-way trip. He didn't get the Q off. Then Hui's coming in, but it's kind of already too late, if we're being honest. Like, the combo's good. But... yeah. Berserker gets some. So, it's an even fight. But everyone good up. Still up for C9. Okay. That was an oops. That was unfortunate. I don't want to call it a Noah moment, but, you know. Sorry, I'm being a little bit mean. They don't lose the game off that. All right. Soul. 4-1. Yeah, if they 4-1, like, they can't fall too prey. Can't be prey to the trigger pull of NRG. And I think this game's pretty wrapped. Nice ult from Vulcan. JoJo still dies. It doesn't matter that much.
Timing could be great, but like you said, Cummy.
Yeah, JoJo's playing up, you know. Am I wrong? Thanks for the follow. And then Ezreal happens. Hooray. We'll put Thanatos. GG's C9. All right, nice 2-0. All right, thanks, guys. If you guys enjoyed that VoD review, feel free to drop a like, comment, or sub on YouTube. And we'll see you guys for the next one.